Hello, 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 good morning and welcome. You are on the mountain with Rick, and it is time for World Building Wednesdays with our good friend Sarah Seth. How in the hell are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing alright.
Fantastic, glad to hear it. We were just talking about Phyrexian Jace.
We still don't know what the hell happened to him. He is still a missing person and missing in action.
Okay, do we know what happened to Phyrexian others?
Most of a lot of planeswalkers lost their spark. Johnny still has his. Ashiok still has his. I think Chandra still has hers. Johnny was cured by Karn, who lost his. Nisa no longer has a spark.
So how did all of this shit happen? Because of the Phyrexians?
Yeah. See, when the Phyrexians used the World Tree, the World Tree on that the Phyrexians found on Kaldheim was a natural thing that could traverse dimensional boundaries. It was already doing it for the realms of Kaldheim. And so basically they took that natural thing that allowed that on a limited scale and just made a Phyrexianized version of it to invade basically like 30 different worlds all at once.
Gotcha.
The multiverse, after Teferi did some shenanigans with phasing things in and out of existence.
Go fucking figure that Teferi would start phasing shit.
Well, he managed to basically swap places with New Phyrexia with his homeland that was phased out of existence permanently. And so New Phyrexia is now phased out of existence permanently.
Oh.
And Zahafner, the continent that was phased out of existence right before the first Phyrexian invasion, has now been brought back.
So have we been there for a block yet?
No, they showed up briefly in the March of the Machines. Their soldiers and whatnot, and they mentioned things, but as far as like a full thing, I mean, they're a continent on Dominaria, so there'll probably be a larger thing the next time we go to Dominaria, but at the moment, no. But one of the repercussions of
Sorry.
Phyrexians invading all of those places all at once with an entity like
Sorry again. Oh, fuck.
So, the multiverse reordered itself, and a good number of planeswalkers lost their sparks. But there now exist things called omen paths, which allow non-planeswalkers to travel between planes.
Oh.
It's not safe, and it's difficult, but it's now possible.
Gotcha. So are Omen Paths a card type?
No, they're currently a plot device to allow interesting characters from other planes to show up in other places and have adventures.
Who's your favorite non-walker traveler?
Yeah.
No, who is your favorite?
We haven't seen too many yet. See, there's a couple in Ixtlan who have, there's a couple in, Eldraine who've shown up. Let me go down to see, who's currently in Eldraine.
You are so roboty. But it's probably on my end. No, I actually look like I'm doing alright right now.
Yeah, it might be due to how far away my phone is from me. Did that sound better?
Yes, much.
Okay. Alright, let's look down. So, there's a guy from Ravnica who is currently in Eldraine, a Veldekian. I don't recognize the guy's name though.
Did you say a Deldekian?
Veldekian.
Veldekian.
Yeah, the blue skin guy from Ravnica.
Oh, okay. Let's start
There's a legendary that might not be bad for Storm.
Okay.
4 mana. A little expensive for a Storm, at least for...
Yeah, I was gonna. As soon as you said 4 mana, I'm like, nope. But go on.
4 mana, 2/5. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Once each turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery from the top of your library.
I can get that exact same effect on a 2 mana legendary, and it's not worth playing.
Yeah. What else is there that might be interesting?
It's a gold merfolk. She might have been 3. It might have been 1 red-blue. But, yeah, it was exactly that effect. Actually, I don't even think it was once per turn. But she was just not worth running just because she's a fucking creature.
Ah. 3 mana for 3 mana for 1 damage, a treasure token, and draw a card.
3 mana, 1 damage, draw a card, treasure token, which is mana. Yeah?
Which is, sack to make a mana.
That's not bad. Is it 2 and 1 or is it 1 and 2?
It's 2 and a red.
Okay, 2 and 1. So it could be 1 mana, draw a card, 1 mana. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you have 2 guys to make it cheaper, it could be effectively free draw a card.
Well, no, not even free. Free draw card, because it's just replacing the card, but it's replacing the mana, it's replacing the card, and it's upping your storm count.
Mm-hmm. Then there's Quick Study, instant speed to draw 2 cards.
How much?
2 and a blue.
Okay. Yeah, that's better than divination.
Those are commons.
Those are commons?
Yeah, those are commons in Eldraine.
Well, I don't have Storm anymore, so... Oh, wait, actually, yes, I still do. I need 4 of each. Because I do need to, like... Storm is missing a bunch, so 4 of each, and then I just have to adjust the land base, and it would be ready to rock again.
Oh. Your reprinted Sleight of Hand. Isn't that one that you tried in Storm?
Yeah, I think so. Not so much, more of a placeholder than anything else.
Yeah. 1 mana, look at top 2, put 1 into hand, the other on bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reprinted that one. Oh, creature only. Okay, I was about to say that's bullshit. Let's see. Looking for good stuff for Storm, because I know that's the primary deck you play.
No, it's not. It's not even together. Merfolk. Fish is my number 1 deck.
Won't be any Merfolk in this set.
No, I know.
They're basically all...
But, I'm not saying don't look for Storm. I'm just saying, don't think Storm is my number 1 deck. Storm is not actually playable right now. Fish is absolutely...
Discard a card to draw 2?
Yeah. That's Cathartic Reunion. It's the exact same card, so, it's already in the list. It's just more copies.
Yeah, but it also has a bonus.
Oh?
Yeah, mechanic for this set. Wicked Roll.
Okay.
So the spell lets us
bring your phone closer. I can't hear you.
A card if you do draw 2. Sorry.
So it has cycling too. For how much?
No, it's a Witch's Mark. 1 in a red cemetery speed. You may draw a card to rock.
I can't hear you, man. Type into the Discord what it's called.
Yeah, I'm hearing some from your background as well.
I don't have anything going on in my background. It might just be connection issues. Welcome back. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine.
Alrighty. Sorry, what's the card called? I'm gonna look it up.
Am I still real body?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, I switched from my phone's internet to my personal internet. The card's called Witch's Mark. 1 in a red sorcery. You may discard a card if you do draw 2. Create a Wicked Roll token attached to up to 1 target creature you control.
If you control another roll on it, put that one into the graveyard. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. When this aura is put into a graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. Oh!
Okay, that's interesting. There are rolls, but you can only have 1 roll per creature, which makes sense.
But if they each give the creature a bonus and have an effect when they go into the graveyard, that could be really fucking fun to play with.
1 roll per creature, though. Which, is fine. Because it'll allow you to do some stuff that, allows you to do some stuff that lets you, switch and swap things around. Alright, moving up.
What I noticed that's kind of weird is you create a Wicked Roll token attached to up to 1 target creature you control. It does not have...
None.
Exactly. And it does not have a way to attach it.
What?
It does not have a way to attach it. So if you... Because you create it regardless. It says create a Wicked Roll token. attached to up to one target creature you control. So you create the token regardless.
No, I don't think so. Because they're you create it attached. If you decide to have up to 0, then you create nothing because there's nothing attached.
I was just gonna think it was very weird that you could have this Wicked Roll token floating free.
Yeah. So you also have another sorcery and instant cheapener. It's in the set.
What?
Yep, it's more expensive than the 2 you currently run.
3.
But it's, yeah, with 2 and a blue.
Well, I mean, I run 3.
Goblin, Electromancer, and Baral. What's the third one?
Oh, that's right. No, it is just the 2. So, yeah, what's that one called?
Mocking Sprite. 2 and a blue for a 2/1 flyer.
And it's a penny.
Yeah, it's a common. That being said, Storm is such an optimized deck, 3 might be killer for it.
Probably. But I mean, for a playset of both of them, our cart is sitting at $3.35 including shipping, and the cards are 36 cents of that.
Yeah. I'm looking up the list now to see if there's anything else that might be useful in Storm.
Or Boggles. Because, I mean, those marks, that could be fun for Boggles. Something that would sit on the Boggle through a destroy all enchantments. And also, my favorite deck is not Fish. It's Red Pauper.
Let me scroll down to tokens. Okay. Okay, so tokens. Here are the roles. They're enchantment tokens. Monster. +1/+1 trample. Sorcerer. +1/+1 whenever you attack, scry 1. Wicked. +1/+1 when the aura dies, each opponent loses 1 life.
Okay, so each of them are a +1/+1 with a secondary effect. Got it.
Excluding Cursed.
Oh, okay, what's Curse do?
Enchanted creature is a 1/1.
Oh, and you put it on... Oh, hey, that's a great Pongify.
It's enchanted creature has base power 1/1.
Oh, but it wouldn't, like... No, it's not, because it wouldn't shut down Grizzlebrand or Primetime.
No.
Like, it doesn't stop the abilities.
Royal. +1/+1 ward 1.
That's white?
Young hero. What's up?
That's white?
Which one?
+1/+1 ward 1.
I don't know what card creates the royal role.
Oh, well, okay, well, we can assume it's the white mark.
Yeah, there's 7. There are 7 marks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! 7 of them hoes! I only count 6, though. What's the 7th?
Monster, Sorcerer, Wicked, Cursed, Royal, Young Hero, and Virtuous.
I'm just saying you got 5 colors, you got colorless. I guess you could have...
Well, all of these
3
tokens,
colors.
none of them have colors.
No, I know, but I'm talking about the spells that get them. Because obviously for the cycle, you're going to have one for each color. And then probably one colorless. But where's the 7th coming in? Is it 5 color? That would be kind of cool. Way to really complete the fucking set. Or is one 3 color and one 2 color? That feels like it would throw things out of whack. Or are 2 of them 3 color, in which case 1 color is going to be shared, so that feels like it would throw off balance. Then again, it's fucking Hasbro, so maybe they don't care and just throwing off the fucking balance. You were the one! You were the one! That's me! You were supposed to bring balance to the color pie!
Let's take a look. There are 38 cards that create roll tokens. Five create Royal Roll, 5 create Sorcerer, 8 create Monster, 5 Young Hero, 6 Cursed, Wicked 10, 1 card Virtuous.
Okay, so there, I get it. Multiple cards that create the same roll token. Got it. I was not expecting that. That was a twist to me.
What's the one that creates Virtuous? I'm currently looking for that one. Okay, that's funny. Rotisserie Elemental.
Rotisserie element. That's got to be an uncard, but I fucking love it.
It's not an uncard. It's in Wilds of Eldraine.
What? Oh, well, yeah, that set is... It's standard legal unset.
Wilds of Eldraine has a weird focus on food. I mean, even the first one did. Because it's kind of funny how often food comes up in fairy tales.
Right?
And so this one continues its weird focus on food.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for tomorrow.
I stopped looking for Virtuous, and I was looking for more stuff for Storm.
So which of my decks is your favorite?
To play or play against?
Period. However you want to answer it.
I think I like playing against your Storm deck, because your Storm deck gives me a lot more, it gives me enough time to answer, to try and answer it with most of my decks. I think my least favorite deck of yours is your Boggles deck.
Really? Why is that?
I don't have a lot of answers in most of my decks to deal with Boggles. And so when you play Boggles, I mostly I don't win much because, you know, you're playing Boggles.
It's just interesting that you say that Storm gives you a chance to set up, and yet you don't like Boggles, because I think that, Nut Draw versus Nut Draw, they're pretty similar in terms of speed. Actually, Storm is a little bit faster, but in terms of, like, reliability, I feel like Storm is a much faster deck than Boggles.
Yes, but I can bolt your cheapeners.
But I don't actually need the cheapeners. I need the cheapeners to go off on turn 4. I don't need them to go off on turn 5 or 6.
And 5 or 6 is enough time for me to get some things in and maybe win. Whereas your Boggles, turn 3, you can have a Boggle I cannot deal with. And you can be gaining life that I just cannot outpace.
That's true.
So here's a question for Storm. 2 mana instant, mill 4, then put an instant, sorcery, or fairy from among the milled cards into your hand.
Ooh.
Would Storm run that?
If I put in Mocking Sprite, I would probably try and find a way to work that in as well.
Okay. It's an adventure. It's a creature with adventure. So you cast the first half as an instant, which is mill 4, what I said.
And it's a body. Okay, I don't hate that. Now, okay, question about... Alright, so adventure... Adventure is I cast one and then it's exiled and then I can cast the second, right?
Yes.
So then the creature dies and it goes to the graveyard as an instant. Which means I can Past in Flames it.
I don't know what the creature is considered in the graveyard. I don't play using adventure.
No, fair enough, but because, like, the actual creature, or the actual card, the first thing that you do with it is instant. And the adventure is an ability on the instant, right? Or is it a creature card that has the adventure ability as an instant? It's a creature card, right? Because you don't have to do the adventure. You can just play the creature.
You can skip the adventure.
Okay. Then never mind. That doesn't work. Because I was thinking, if it was vice versa, then you would be able to cast the spell, get the creature dies, Past in Flames, cast the spell, and then, because of the wording on adventure, it would be exiled from Past in Flames, but then you get to cast the creature from exile and put it back in your fucking graveyard when it dies again. That would have been fucking broken. We should find the cards that actually do that.
Alright, what else we got?
Because there is something that... No. There are no creatures that you actually cast as instants other than tokens. And tokens wouldn't work because they don't... Huh?
Creatures with flash.
No, but I mean, cast as instant, so the spell is instant or sorcery. Like something that can be Past in Flames.
Oh no. I'm uncertain whether this adventure is good. 2 mana sorcery, discard your hand, then draw 2.
It's not terrible. Tell me more about the creature.
6 mana, 4/5. Costs X less, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant sorceries or have adventure.
I mean, honestly, turn 5 I missed my land drop, and I've got that and 2 bigger cards. I'm definitely pitching that to draw 2 and hope to hit my land so I can drop my 6-drop.
Yeah, my main problem is it's just a body. It's just a body. It doesn't have haste. It doesn't have a lot of things.
Fair, but what it does have is the ability to draw 2 cards for 2 mana. Because if you have an empty hand when you cast it, it's straight up draw 2 cards for 2 mana. If you have shit that you want in your graveyard, which is definitely a thing for green-black, then it's helpful. I mean, if I were to splash green in Storm, which would be stupid as fuck, but like, if I had another reason to do it, that would be worth considering for the splash.
I'm actually looking at the current deck list for Modern Storm as of like 4 days ago.
All right, give me a sec. Let me pull my fucking deck out and get it sorted. You pull up your favorite list while I'm doing this.
For what? For Storm?
Yeah. Like, because I'm sure that there's multiple lists even from 4 days ago.
Alright, this one was from California. Got first in a small... I got first in a small event. Okay, this one's from September 2nd, and it was at an SGC convention in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
It was top 4, and it was in the top 4. Gifts Storm by Morgan Clark. Raw, Electromancer. Consider. Desperate Ritual. This is modern, isn't it? Yeah, this is modern.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Really?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
They reprinted Fire Ice.
Yeah, you want to know how unplayable my Storm is right now? I have 10 lands.
Hey, you just need 7 more and you'll be up there.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Electromancers, 1 Baral, 3 Grape Shot, 1 Empty the Warrens, 2 Negate, 2 Placeholder Remands, 1 Placeholder Pact of Negation, 3 Pyretic, 1 Desperate, 1 Past in Flames, 1 Placeholder Wear Tear, 2 Placeholder Blood Moons, 2 Tormod's Crypt and a Faithful Showdown. The crypts are obviously sideboard. And then let me sort out the draw suite, because I think the draw suite is actually still relatively intact. It's cheap enough that I haven't sold any of it because it's not worthwhile.
The most interesting updates to it that I've seen so far, it plays 2 Remands.
Yep, I've got 2 Remands. Well, I don't have them, but they're slotted. I've got 2 gifts, 1, 2, 3, 4 Thought Scour, 1, 2, 3, 4 Opt, 1 Reach Through Mist, 2 Serum Visions, and a Tome Scour.
Okay, so out of that particular group, the gifts and the Serum Visions are the only ones on this list.
What does their draw suite look like then? Oh, and I guess Faithful Showdown is also technically draw suite, which I know nobody else runs.
4 Serum Visions, 4 Preordain, 4 Gifts Ungiven, 2 Considers.
I don't think I know Consider.
1 mana, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard and draw a card.
Has Preordain always been modern?
M11. 1 mana, scry 2, then draw a card.
Okay, no, I know the card. I just wasn't sure on printings. For some reason, I didn't think that had been modern.
No, it's been modern quite
For,
a while.
yeah.
M11.
Only, 12 fucking years.
They run 2 Grape Shots and 1 Empty the Warrens.
Wait, 2 Grape Shots?
Yep.
No, I'm not dropping the 3rd Grape Shot. I don't care, fuck you.
4 Pyretics, 4 Desperates.
Of course.
4 Manamorphose. 2 Past in Flames. 4 Barals, 2 Electromancers.
No! No, you don't run 4 fucking Barals. That's stupid.
And 4 copies of Fire Ice, which is the biggest one that I was surprised at on this list, because I didn't think that thing wasn't modern legal last I looked at it. But it's like a quarter. It's only a quarter per card, so I guess it's not that bad. And then, of course, their mana base can give me fits. Two Misty Rainforests, 4 Scalding Tarns, 4 Spirebluff Canals, 4 Steam Vents, 1 Mountain, and 2 Islands.
Yeah, I'm way off that. We got 3 islands, 4, 5, 6, 6 islands, a mountain, Shivan Reef, Hollowed Fountain, Port Town. Yes, I don't even have... Oh yeah, I already said I only have 10 lands, so...
Sideboard is 3 Blood Moons,
I'm only... I would like to have 2. I'm not looking for a 3rd. Okay.
An extra copy of Empty the Warrens, 3 copies of Flutterstorm, 2 Lightning Bolts in the sideboard.
I love that, except 1 should be main.
That's just your love of Lightning Bolts leaking through.
Yes, I know. I don't care.
2 copies of Pieces of the
Bro,
Puzzle.
are you on the stream? Look at this fucking pyretic ritual. Oh my god. I want to replace the 3 I have. That is beautiful. No, I'm not paying 12 bucks a pop for them, but...
Yeah. Anyways, they run 1 Shattering Spree, of course. 1 copy of Otawara, the Soaring City.
I remember you telling me about that at one point.
And 1 you have Cast into Fire. Those are the two new spells that I don't recognize. Otawara, the Soaring City, Legendary Land, taps for a blue. Channel, pay 3 and a blue, discard it. Return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. Okay, I can see the utility of wanting that, and it's a land, so it doesn't really mess up your deck's tempo by sideboarding it in. I can get that. I can understand that. Cast into Fire, 2 mana instant. Choose 1. 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures, or exile target artifact. Also understand, I think that could be literally anything else, and it wouldn't really matter all that much.
Oh my god, the fucking choices on Past in Flames.
VOD shows Desperate Ritual at the moment.
Oh wow, it's that far behind? Holy shit.
Oh, nope, there it is.
I'm thinking this one, because it looks like that's foil too, right?
That's Chandra's spellbook.
And it's also the cheapest. I mean, I think that's the coolest one of them. So fuck it, yeah, that's...
Let's take a look at this one. Is this deck any different? This deck is different. So this is a deck, here's a Storm's list from about 4 days ago, rather than the beginning of the month. It runs 4 of both Brawl and Electromancer. Consider a Desperate Ritual, Flames of Anor. Okay. So, Flames of Anor is interesting, and might actually be a good consideration, because it's basically, anytime you're going to spend it, it's just 2 mana. It is... Okay, you're looking for other cards.
No, I'm listening though, go ahead.
1 colorless, blue, and a red. Instant speed. Choose 1. If you control a wizard as you cast the spell, you may choose 2 instead. Target player draws 2 cards. Destroy target artifact. Deal 5 to target creature. Fun fact, both Electromancer and Brawl are wizards.
That is correct.
So, anytime you cast this, and because they both cheapen things, this is blue-red, choose 2, one of those 3 options. I can see why he's running it. Is there anything else he's running that seems weird? Okay. He's running a land that's a spell on the opposite side. You remember those, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I don't get why. I mean, sure, make his mana base a little steadier, but It's a tap land, so I don't get why it's
Oh, yeah,
why
no.
it mattered. And the spell, it's 1 mana, 1 damage to any target. if a permanent would die this, dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. It's... I don't know, I think there's better things. 2 Grave Shot, doesn't run any Empty the Warrens in the main. And his sideboard is a hell of a lot more, does not have very many... Wait, are you kidding me? He has a companion in this deck.
Interesting.
Stipulation, no card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost.
I think we actually meet that. Well, obviously, or he wouldn't be running it. It would cost me Fateful Showdown, which is honestly, like, I really like it. I think it's cool, but it's never worked. It's really a placeholder anyways.
Yeah, there's no double red, there's no double green in his list. The creature is 5 mana, 4 and red or green. It's hybridized.
Okay.
For a 5/5 that has tap, add 1 of every color to your mana pool. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this preordain.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, the like sci-fi poster printings.
Yeah,
I never really liked them.
Yeah, I don't care for it because there's no text. The only card that I like with no text is Lightning Bolt, because fucking Lightning Bolt.
Well, I think you're gonna like this guy because instead of just 2 Lightning Bolts or whatnot, he's running a full play set of bolts in the sideboard.
Fuck yeah, dude, doing it right. Except again, one of those should be main.
Yeah, his sideboard. 3 Empty the Warrens, 3 Flutterstorm, 3 Empty the Warrens, 4 Flutterstorm, 4 Lightning Bolt, 3 Blood Moons, and 1 Gigantha the Wellspring, which is his companion that he can cast from out of the game, because his deck fits all the prerequisites.
All right, so far.
I still don't get why he wants that.
Yeah, me either. I don't think I'm going that route. But all right, so we're looking at 1 Empty the Warrens plus my 1, 1 Fire and Ice as a single, 2 Gifts Ungiven plus my 2, 4 Manamorphose because I did sell those, 4 Mocking Sprite, 3 Past in Flames plus my 1, 1 Pyretic Ritual plus my 3, and 4 Witch's Mark. 4 Preordains, 4 Desperate Rituals.
Looking at these lists, that 5/5 is basically in most of them.
All right, so let's go over that creature again then.
4 and hybridized red or green. Legendary creature elemental elk. 5/5. Tap. Add 1 of every color. This mana cannot be spent to pay generic mana costs. I don't get it. It's Gigantha, the Wellspring, if you want to look it up.
Gigantha?
Jegantha. I do not understand why they're running it.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I guess it could help you go off late, but and it's a beater in the meanwhile.
The thing is that I'm saying is that really that thing says tap, add 3 mana, because you can't use white or black in this deck. And you can barely use green because of Manamorphose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really tap to add 2 mana. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that you can actually use the green on Manamorphose, or on... Oh, wait, no, you can't even do another copy of him, because that's not how Companion works. So... Yeah, no, like, that's kind of... Yeah, I don't get it at all. I don't see why, unless it's just to have a beater. But again, like, 5 fucking mana. I mean, yeah, you could fucking... I mean, you could get him out turn 2 or turn 3, but you're burning so many cards to not go off that... Or maybe he's there just to have something worthwhile to spend your mana on if you fizzle out. Because it doesn't take a spot in your deck and it's not drawn. I can kind of see it for that reason. Like, to have an outlet for 5 mana that actually gives you a board state should you start going off and not be able to get there. I think I'm actually coming around on it. I like that idea of a little bit of fucking backup that actually doesn't take a slot in the deck.
I'm currently looking into Gigantha to see if I can find any info on why they're playing it, like maybe some reasonings.
I mean, I think I just explained it pretty fucking well.
Oh, here we are. Alright, it's time to bite the bullet. Let's see what,
This is actually not terrible. I think this would pretty much fill out Storm, except for the mana base, and bring it up to competitive standard. Less than $35, including shipping, from 3 different places.
Let's see what Boggles looks like in Modern right now.
I'm not touching that deck right now.
I'm more morbidly curious in what Modern Boggles looks like with the support they've gotten recently. Okay, Creature Suite makes sense. Glade Cover Scout, Slippery Boggle, Sohana Ledgewalker.
Yep.
Okay, Ethereal Armor makes sense. Hyena Umbra makes sense. Rancor makes sense. 2 copies of Spider Umbra also makes sense. Daybreak Coronet also makes sense. Leyline of Sanctity?
Yep. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a 3 of in... Actually, it's a 3 of in the board for most decks. It's a 3 of in the main for mine.
It's a 4 of in the main for this deck.
4 of in the main. Jesus, that's commitment right there.
The new ones that I'm looking at is all that glitters. +1/+1 for each artifact and/or enchantment you control. 2 mana and aura. A 1 mana 1/1. A 1 mana +1/+1 vigilance you can cast from your graveyard. Audacity, which is a 1 green +2/+0 trample when it's put into a graveyard to draw a card. And 1 copy of Lifelink.
Huh.
It's just Lifelink.
Yep. But it's not Lifelink.
No, it's Spirit Link, but it's Lifelink. It's 1 mana enchant creature. It's not Lifelink.
Yeah. It's Lifelink, but it's not. Exactly.
Sideboard.
It's like Link.
3 Chalices, 2 Path to Exiles, 2 Gadok Teagues, 3 Stony Silences, 3 Void Mirrors, and 2 Force of Vigors.
See, yeah, the problem is those fucking chalices.
Yeah, they are the most expensive card in the deck that by a long shot, actually. The next most expensive is Windswept Heath.
Okay, back to the Storm mana base. It was 4 Tarn, 4 Vents, and what?
Storm Modern. Storm Deck Modern. Okay, that's not the right one. There. That's the one I was looking at. And go to Gift Storm. Okay, well, it looks like there's some flexibility for your mana base. Because that one wasn't a particularly tight. That one's mana base was kind of. That one's also kind of.
All right. Well, I'm going 3 islands and a mountain.
Okay. So the most simplified one that we've looked at so far: 2 islands, 2 Misties, 4 Tarns, 4 Spire Bluff Canals, 4 Steam Vents, 1 mountain.
All right. 2 Misties I don't need to do because I can just do fucking the white-blue one instead, which is a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Or I could just use the Misties that are in my fish, but I'm not doing that. Okay, what were the other ones?
4 Tarn, 4 Spire Bluff Canal.
Okay. That's the fast land, right?
Ender's tapped unless you control less than 2 lands.
Yeah, the fast land, okay. Alright, let's go take a look at that.
And then 4 Steam Vents.
Yeah, I got the 4 vents. I got the 4 vents and I got the 4 tarns. Plus my 4 basics. That only brings us up to 12.
That's the most simplified one I've seen so far. Other lands that I've seen them is 2 polluted deltas, 2 snow-covered islands for some reason, and a flooded strand in this list.
There are some cards that are worth considering that that do have snow interaction. So
I think it's mostly because of gifts, because you can look for island and snow-covered island if you're in a really bad shape. It just gives you an extra card you can
Touche.
search for.
Touche. Spiral Canal is a problem, though. There is only one available to order. At least direct from TCG.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to get...
Honestly, looking at the mana base, it looks like the mana base is pretty flexible.
Yeah, what are the other good red-blue lands?
He still runs Spire Bluff Canal as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the best option for that third playset.
This guy uses Flooded Strand instead of Misty Rainforest.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I couldn't remember the name of it, but...
Come on, computer. Yeah, they basically all run Spire Bluff Canal. Including over Steam Vents, because Spire Bluff Canal is a cheaper land.
Yeah. Alright, so this would still not quite get it playable, but now we're up to $217.
Yeah, and most of that's lands, isn't it?
Oh yeah, my shipping has actually gone down. It was a little over $3, now it's 99 cents, and we went from 34 and change to 217 just by adding some of the lands.
Yeah. Definitely not something you're going to want to do all at once, probably.
No. In fact, we're gonna clear cart. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not fucking with Storm. Storm is dead. Until and unless I win the lottery or some shit, that's not happening. Now, Fish is something we could actually work on. Boggles is something we could actually work on. My fucking Popper deck is something. That's what I'm really interested in. Out of all of these new cards, are there any damn good red commons?
Well, as far as Popper goes, Popper is actually ruled by mono red aggro.
Yeah, I know. That's what my deck is.
Oh, so I just brought up Modern Merfolk.
Okay, yes, let's do that instead. I can't hear you though.
Popper or Modern Merfolk?
Merfolk.
Okay, let's take a look.
And also, how the fuck do we translate my Merfolk deck into D&D? I do not expect y'all to end up in Eliphatem by any stretch of the imagination. It is literally the only side of the world to which there is not a connection already baked into the party and surroundings. But,
okay, so you ready?
Sure.
What Modern Merfolk looks like? Alright, so this deck, top 4 in Japan like 3 days ago. 2 Silvergill Adepts, 4 Merfolk Tricksters, 4 Lord of Atlantis, 4 Master of the Pearl Trident, 2 Mist Callers, 2 Subtleties, 4 Savannah of the Sea and Sky, 4 Tide Shapers, 4 Vodelian Hex Catchers. Are there any of those you didn't recognize?
No, I don't think so, but those numbers seem very off.
30 creatures in the deck. Oh, hey, that's from Monaria. Vodelian Hex Catcher.
Oh yeah, no, that one is new, actually, so yeah.
2 mana. It's a Lord of Atlantis with Flash.
Oh shit! A new lord?
Yeah, it's a Lord. It's a Vodelian Hex Catcher is a Lord of Atlantis with Flash, and has sacrifice a Merfolk, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1.
Oh my god, it's a lord with Curse Catcher.
And I think Subtlety is a new one too. Because it's not a Merfolk. What does it do? Oh, it's removal on it's a removal on a fake creature.
And it's fucking cheap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh?
$2 a card. Hex Catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here it says it's about $2.
Unfortunately, again, with the fucking 1 of 1. Come on, somebody's gotta there we go. 4 of these bitches, 75 cents a piece. I don't care. Gimme.
Subtlety is another one in this. 4 mana.
Again, with the break-in to fix it. And also, how do I fucking foil this shit? No, I want... Filters. There we go. Foil. Let's do that. Alright, no, 1 or 2. All versions foil. There we go.
You there?
Yes, welcome back.
Why the fuck did it connect me on the... why did it say it connected on different client?
If you switch from your phone to your computer or whatnot, that's what it says.
I didn't have the tab for Discord open on my computer. I just closed Discord on my computer, so I don't know. Anyway, how much of that did you hear? About subtlety.
Let's say none.
Okay, so looking like they have this creature called Subtlety in there that they're playing not as a creature but as a effectively a free bounce spell for problematic creatures or planeswalkers.
Okay.
When it enters battlefield, choose up to 1 target creature spell or planeswalker spell if the owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. But it has an evoke cost of exile a blue card from your hand. So it's effectively free. Throw away your worst Merfolk, deal with target creature.
Although it's creature spell or planeswalker spell, so it's a counter, right? It's not actually removal. How is it worded?
When subtlety enters the battlefield, choose up to one target creature spell or planeswalker spell. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library.
Yeah, it's only a spell when it's being cast.
Okay. So it's a counter... so it's... sort of...
It's remand-ish. It's remand-ish.
Yeah, but remand is not free. So it's like a force of will remand?
Force of remand, yeah, there you go.
Anyways, moving on. 4 ether vials. Surprise, surprise. 4 force of negations. 2 spreading seas. And then the mana base kills you.
Actually, my mana base for fish is not too bad. Let's sort this out real quick.
This deck is over $700. Although, I think you have most of these.
Alright, I got 3 breeding pool. I do need a 4th.
Not even in this list.
Well, it's probably mono blue.
Yeah, this list is mono blue.
2 Misties, 2 Strands.
Let me leave this list and go to a blue-green Merfolk deck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, blue-red Merfolk?
I can actually see it. I honestly considered Teamer Merfolk. But no, so like I actually really enjoyed this mana base. It definitely could use some improvement, but we got 3 breeding pools, 2 Misties, 2 Strands, 2 Waterlogged Groves, 2 Botanical Sanctums, 2 Mutavault, 1 Cavern of Souls, and then 4 Islands, 1 Forest. And shit runs. I would like another Cavern of Souls. And I should probably put 1 Mutavault back in. I would like another breeding pool. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
So, we're looking like for a modern Merfolk?
Breaking up again.
Sorry, I moved away from the phone. I moved my head away from the phone. Looks like nobody plays green in modern Merfolk, really.
Honestly, now that there is another blue, I'm probably going to drop Merfolk Mistbinder. Because really, I am literally only running green for Mistbinder and a single copy of Coco. And the single copy of Coco is only there so that I'm running green for more than just Mistbinder.
The red decks in this, the blue-red decks, they only run 1 card. 1 card that's red.
Lightning Bolt?
Flame of Anor. It's the wizard spell, choose 2 if you have a wizard, in red-blue. Some of them have a discount Blood Moon in their sideboards, but that's it. Let's look at Legacy Merfolk. I say,
What?
what?
Click on this. It says 215. It pulls up. $50.
For what?
Master of the Pearl Trident. Foil, though.
Oh. Alright, let's see. Legacy. Okay, Legacy is all mono blue. Okay. Okay. Okay, Legacy Merfolk is not nearly as scary as I thought it would be.
Yeah, honestly, there's not that much that's different, I think.
4 cards. 5. Sorry.
Force
5
of
cards
Will.
remain.
Huh?
Force of Will and Days. Wasteland.
Yep.
Vodelian Heckcaller. Or no, True Name Nemesis,
Yep.
because it's a merfolk.
Yep.
Um,
It's one that I have in my legacy board.
they have 1 copy of Brazen Borrower, who's not a merfolk. It's a fairy. And then, a new merfolk, that's also modern, should be available in modern, because it's a newer card printing, but modern merfolk doesn't run it for some reason. Emperor Mihail II. Mihail. Emperor Mihail II. Oh. It's a, what's that centaur that lets you look at your, the top of your deck and, play lands from it?
Corsair Crufix.
Yeah, it's one of those except for Merfolk. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast Merfolk spells from the top of your library.
Oh, that plays well with Reejery. Oh yeah, was Reejery on any of those lists?
No.
I didn't think so.
Silvergill Adept, the one that draws a card?
Yeah, I've got 3 of those. I need 1 more. I think I own 1 more. I don't know why it's not here, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Reejery wasn't in on any of these. But Emperor Mihail also has, whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you may pay a colorless. If you do, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk token.
Oh, nice.
So I can see why they play him, but they only play 1 copy of him. Probably because he's 3 mana, and not 2.
Alright, I got 4 Tide Shapers, 2 Mist Callers plus 1 in the board, 2 Curse Catchers, 1 Rishadan Dockhand, 3 Silvergill Adept, should really be 4, I don't know why it's not, 4 Merfolk Tricksters. In the Lords, we've got 3 Marrow Reejery, 4 Lord of Atlantis, 3 Master of the Pearl Trident, and 1 in the cart. And then we need to go Vidalian, Hexcatcher, and I guess skip the foil, or maybe try looking at the foil side to see if we get any that have multiples. Nope. Okay. Alright, fuck it, $2 a pop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then...
Hang on 1 sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, looks like Mono Red Popper has a competitor. For a top tier, for the top of the top tier deck.
Okay.
Blue white affinity. Technically has a higher usage rate right now. Admittedly, that is a very new adjustment, but still, it's interesting. Anywho, what type of deck are you running? Mono Red Burn?
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at Mono Red Burn. Alright, Mono Red Burn. Okay, that's a fairly new card.
Alright.
I think that's also a fairly new card, and that's not.
2 snags is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 10.
That's not. That's not. That's not.
4,
That's
it's 14, 18, 21, 25, 28.
Okay. So, there are some brand new cards in this deck list that I'm pretty sure you don't have on your list.
29.
Including a land from a non-basic land from New Phyrexia, or from the newest Phyrexian attack set.
36, 38, 40, 44. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through the ones that you probably already have in your deck. Monastery Swift Spear, 4 of.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go through the ones that are old that I know you recognize.
Oh, I know Monastery Swift Spear. I remember Taylor Brittany well. But wait,
But I thought it would be in your deck.
is Taylor Brittany common?
It was printed at common in one of the Modern Master sets.
Oh, okay. I guess that's probably why. I think when I built this, it probably wasn't common. Because she absolutely is the like a perfect card for the deck.
Yep, double masters. She was printed as common in double masters, which makes her legal for the deck. So 4 Monetary Split Spears, 1 Fire Blast.
I think I run 2.
Okay. 4 Lava Darts.
Yep.
4 Lightning Bolts.
Of course.
2 Searing Blaze.
2! That sounds weird to me. Then again, I'm not sure how many I have. I'm sorting mine out right now. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Rift bolts.
4 Chain Lightning. And 4 Bad Lightning Bolt.
Which bad lightning bolt? There's a million.
Lava Spike, the one that can only target players and is sorcery speed.
It's funny because literally as you said that, Lava Spike was the one that I was sorting.
Yeah. It runs 3 Lava Spikes.
I believe I run 4.
Yep. 3 Lava Spikes, 4 Chain Lightning, 2 Searing Blaze, 4 Lightning Bolts, 4 Lava Darts, 1 Fire Blast. It then has 2 sorceries I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of yet, an artifact you haven't heard of yet, and 2 creatures you haven't heard of yet.
Interesting that there's an artifact in there.
Yep, Experimental Synthesizer. 1-mana artifact enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until end of turn, you may play that card. Pay 3, sacrifice it, make a 2/2 Samurai with Vigilance. Activate only as a sorcery. So it's a 1-mana draw card, really, that can turn into a dude later. I understand why they're running it. It makes sense.
Alright, so... Actually, give me just a moment because obviously there's some sideboarding that happened here.
Sure.
Oh wait, what? No? Okay, there it is.
Sideboard has 2 cards, maybe 3 cards you won't recognize also, but I'm not going over the sideboard just yet.
14. 15. Okay. Well, alright. Start with sideboard. I got 4 Keldon Marauders,
Not on here.
2 Martyr of Ashes,
Also not on here.
2 Molten Rain,
Not here.
2 Smash to Smithereens,
Not here, but they do have an artifact, a thing to deal with artifacts, so not surprising.
3 Gitu Lava Runner,
Also not in here.
2 Pyroblast.
They run Red Elemental Blast,
Same card.
basically. Same purpose. Okay, so sideboard.
No, I mean literally same card. I'm looking at them side by side. 1 mana instant, choose 1, counter target spell if it's blue, and destroy target permanent if it's blue.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I guess same card. So Red Elemental Blast. It runs 4 Tormod's Crypts,
Okay.
4 Red Elemental Blasts, 2 End of the Festivities,
Don't know that one.
1 mana sorcery, 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. It's 1 damage to everything. It
Okay.
isn't yours.
And how much was it?
It's a 1 mana
Okay.
sorcery.
Alright, well, the thing I really love about this deck is how simple it is to read off. In the main board, I have 1 copy of the Electrickery, 1 copy of Gitu Lava Runner,
Okay.
Everything else is a 4 of. Lava Spike, Chain Lightning, Skewer the Critics, Curse of the Pierced Heart, Rift Bolt, Thermo Alchemist, Needle Drop, Fire Blast, Lightning Bolt, Searing Blaze. Every single one of them is a 4 of. Talk about your consistency.
A lot of those are here. It's fairly easy to read this one off too. There's only one of in the main board, and that's Fire Blast. The only ones that got one of it. A lot of the others are either 4s or 3s. So 3 Dwarven Forge Chanter, 4 Kessig Flamebreather, 4 Monastery Swift Spears, 4 Experimental Synthesizers, 1 Fire Blast, 4 Lava Dart, 4 Lightning Bolt, 2 Searing Blaze, 4 Chain Lightning, 3 Lava Spike, 4 Reckless Impulse, 4 Ren's Resolve, 18 Mountains, and 1 Autonomous Furnace.
Okay, what's Autonomous Furnace?
Red, a common land from March of the Machines, I think. Land, sphere, enters tapped. Tap for a red, pay 1 and a red, tap and sack, draw a card.
Pay 1 and a red, tap and sack. So it's 3 to draw a card.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically if you count it, it itself tapping, yes.
So I'm running Forgotten Cave instead, which is ETB tapped, tap for red, cycling red.
Okay.
I feel like that's a better option, right? Like, why would you pay 3 mana to cycle it when you can just pay 1? Granted, it is out of your hand, but...
Yeah, I don't know. They only run 1 of.
I've got,
Of it.
I think 2 caves, might be 3. No, it is 3. I've got 3 Forgotten Caves. And then, I think 15 mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So 18 total lands.
Okay. So the Autonomous Furnaces from all will be 1. Is from that set. Ren's Resolve is from March of the Machines. 2 mana sorcery, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next turn, you may play those cards. Until the end of your next turn. So yeah, it's draw card. Reckless Impulse, it's the same spell, just a different name. Like exactly the same spell, just a different name. So 8 draw cards.
Alright, so I could see dropping down to 2 Fire Blast, and if there are good enough options, I could consider cutting the entire playsets of Needle Drop and Curse of the Pierced Heart. Honestly, all 4 Curse of the Pierced Heart could turn into Taylor Brittany. Should be Taylor Brittany.
Yeah. Dwarven Forge Canter is a 2 mana, 1/3 with prowess, and has War to pay 2 life. Have you had to deal with Ward yet?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, I do run Kapala in my fish deck.
What's he do?
Merfolk get Ward 2.
Okay. So you know how Ward works.
In order to target me, you have to pay 2 extra, right?
Yeah. Well, in Dwarven Forge Chanter's case, it's if you
Pay
want
2
to
life.
Dwarven Forge Chanter, you have to pay 2 life in addition to whatever else you're casting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's basically a cheap prowess guy to pair with Taylor Brittany. And then Kessig Flame Breather is a 2-mana 1/3. Oh, it's one of those cards. You like these guys. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, deal 1 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, I do like those.
Mm-hmm. They're not often common.
I have Thermo Alchemist, 4 of.
Okay. This guy doesn't require the tapping shenanigans, he just does it.
That might actually mean the Thermo is better, though, because it's giving you an extra 1 per turn.
Maybe.
And
all told, though, with the exception of the Impulse and Resolve, I mean, your deck basically already kind of is sort of up to date.
Yeah.
All of the burn is still the same burn. I mean, I don't think they make better common burn.
Not often, anyways.
Looks like the stuff they really updated since the last time you messed with it is red draw card and a couple of red creatures.
I'm just so fucking stoked to have Taylor Brittany, though. Like, oh my god.
Let me go back to it.
Alright, and okay, so you said Resolved is one of the new ones? Ren's Resolve?
Ren's Resolve. And Reckless Impulse. And the sideboard carried has 1 copy of Breath Weapon.
Honestly, I like my draw card better. I like Needle Drop better for draw card than either of these guys. Because it's 1 mana, it's instant speed, and it deals damage.
But it's only 1 card, isn't it?
It is only 1 card, but these are also not in hand.
And that also could be a good thing.
It could be, but it could not. It's until the end of your... Oh, end of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah. Breath Weapon, by the way, in the sideboard, it's Pyroclasm. It's just a common Pyroclasm.
Was Pyroclasm was already common, right?
Maybe. This one doesn't hit yourself, this one doesn't hit players. 2 damage to each non-dragon creature.
Yeah, that's a lot more limited than Pyroclasm.
Instant speed for 3. And I'd imagine if Pyroclasm were allowed in Pauper, they'd be playing it.
Yeah.
Over Breath Weapon. Because Pyroclasm's 2, isn't it? 2 mana?
Yeah. And I mean, I do have yes, Pyroclasm is 2. And then I do have the 1 of Electrickery here, which is 1 mana, deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control, or Overload for 2 mana.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at some other of these.
That's why it's one that could definitely be replaced. Like, I'd say the Curse of the Pierced Heart's definitely for the Taylor Brittany's. Like, that's a no fucking brainer. And then the next things to go would be the Electrickery and 2 of the Fire Blasts.
Alright, well there's your Molten Rains.
Wait, Molten Rains I have in the sideboard.
Yeah, I'm looking at other deck lists.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying there was the slots to put in Molten Rains.
No, there's 3 Molten Rains on this sideboard and a Pillage, which is a Molten Rain that hits artifacts. Relic of Progenitus, Pyroblast, and Cast into Fire. Cast into Fire was on the sideboard of the other one, too.
You just said Pyroblast. Oh,
Yeah,
Pyroblast, not Pyroclasm. Duh, never mind, I'll shut up.
Yeah. Well, this one runs Pyroblast instead of Red Elemental Blast. But as you said, they're the same card.
Yeah. I was just still thinking Pyroclasm. Hi, baby. I don't think so.
Okay. Gorilla Shaman. Raise. Mind Collapse. Magmatic Sinkhole. Interesting. I'm just clicking through others, and all of them basically have the same main board. Swift Spear, Flame Breather. Oh, this one doesn't have the Dwarven guys who have prowess. This one's running Flame Breather and Thermo Alchemist, both.
Oh yeah, Twin Breather. That was the other one you were talking. The other pinger.
Yeah, Kessig Flame Breather. Okay, that might be why. Honestly, I think they're comparable. Thermal Alchemist has 0 power and cannot attack, whereas Kessig Flame Breather can attack.
Oh, and he's got a little bit of a bigger ass.
No, they're both three toughness.
Oh, okay. I was thinking 0-2.
No, Thermal Alchemist is a 0-3. But Thermal Alchemist has Defender, whereas Kessig Flame Breather does not.
Yeah. And so is still tapped for 1 damage. But yeah, that's combat and he can be blocked, whereas the Thermo Alchemist just can tap to deal the damage rather than having to attack and therefore be blocked. Like, I still think it's actually better, but I would definitely consider picking up a couple of the Flame Breathers to have 5 of the effect and not have 4 of Thermo, because of named card effects.
I want to look at this deck. This deck, Mono Red Kuldotha, is actually higher ranked than Mono Red Burn. They're both Mono Red, which is why I didn't really discount things. Mono Red Burn has 5.75% meta usage. Mono Red Kuldotha has 6.72. So I want to take a look at these and see what they're like.
Yeah, that is a big difference.
Oh, okay. Looks like their deck's based around a card. A single card.
Kuldotha, something.
Is that it? Kuldotha Rebirth.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Sorcery. As an additional cost, sack an artifact, make 3 goblins. Okay. That's a valid enough card to build a whole deck around? Really?
If you're getting free artifacts, I think. Maybe.
Goblin Bushwhacker. Oh, okay. I think I see how this works. Okay, I think I see how this works. It's an aggressive deck that goes sort of wide. Goblin Bushwhacker is effectively your lord in the deck because lords don't exist. It's 2 mana when it enters the battlefield. Creatures you control +1/+0 haste. And so you go wide. You cast artifacts to make tokens to power up Monastery Swift Spear's prowess, and then you can Goblin Bushwhacker, power up a bunch of other things, use your removal spells to clear the way, and then throw your your large horde of goblins and split spears at your opponent.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Okay, so it's a very aggressive, it's very much red aggro, but it ain't red burn because it doesn't use as much.
No, it's mono red combo.
Not really, because they don't really have a lot of draw card. You have 4 copies of one draw card. You have 4 copies of Reckless Impulse, and then you're relying on, like, these Chromatic Star, Implement of Combustion, Experimental Synthesizer, like, look at the top card and you can cast it sort of things. So it can fall apart really quickly.
Yeah.
I can see where it's coming from, as far as, like, a deck and why it's so good. But I was just wondering what the difference is. And it also runs Electrickery. In the sideboard, mind, but it does run it. But okay, I get this. I understand this deck now. I was just wondering what the heck it was. What's this deck? Glitter's Affinity. Oh. Really?
Is Glitter's Wish?
No, it's enchantment. All the glitters. +1/+1 for each artifact and/or enchantment you control. Yeah, it's from Eldraine, the first Eldraine.
Oh yeah, that's the one that we actually wanted to get for Boggles, right?
Yeah, well, the Modern Boggles runs all the glitters along with some other stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I actually got any during Eldraine, though, so it's not in my Boggles deck.
Yeah.
IIRC.
Honestly, all of these make sense. It's white-blue. It runs Thraben Inspector, the best white common they've printed in, like, the past 8 years.
Yeah, true.
Frogmite, Mire Enforcer, Ginger Brute, Orthanopter, Springleaf Drum. A counterspell that gets better if you have a lot of artifacts.
I think I might actually place this fucking order. Cart subtotal is 2111 to really solidly update both Fish and fucking Pauper. Granted, it's 1118 in cards and 993 in shipping, and taxes aren't accounted for yet, but... See if the Optimize will save me anything on the shipping.
So I was doing some messing around with a deck, with Forge, the Magic the Gathering, game on my phone.
Uh-huh.
I was doing some messing around with, like, no endless modern sort of builds. And you remember 12 Post?
Yep.
Kind of funny. We thought 12 Cloud Posts were terrible. I got it up to 16.
Yeah, you were telling me about that with fucking Thespian Stage or something like that.
Yep. Cloud Post, Glitter Post, Thespian Stage, and Vasuda.
Although Vesuva is legendary, right? So you couldn't actually get 16 in play. It's just 16 in the deck.
No, when Vesuva enters the battlefield, it comes into play as the spell that it, the land that, it takes place of.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can have a total of 16 Glimmer Post doesn't actually mana ramp you.
But it counts as a locus for the others.
Exactly.
Yo, what's good, Steven?
You see a orc barging through the door.
No, I don't, because you're not on video. Also, orcs cannot grow such resplendent beards.
Okay, my charisma check was failed.
No, sir, your charisma check was cashed! And deposited, motherfucker!
I was thinking of cashed as in loaded previously.
Damn, you're good.
I don't know about that. The wife has been getting into Baldur's Gate. I went to bed last night at, I don't know, 11 o'clock or whatever. I woke up and she was still playing Baldur's Gate when I had woken up. I sort of feel proud.
I tried to play one of the older Baldur's Gates, but I couldn't do it.
I have Baldur's Gate 2.
That was the best.
I got bored and decided to move on to something else.
I have not even started it yet. Been too busy with other shit. But so I got the cart down to 1380, but there is no way I would actually do this because it's got wrong printings and shit like that. Like, I told it to keep printings. Even if they're not all foils, I want them to be all fucking matching.
Is this Magic the Gathering stuff?
Yeah, we started talking about a couple of the decks that I actually still have and how certain cards have been added to them lately, and particularly Taylor Brittany, which makes me very excited, and like, if I don't do anything else, I really need to order 4 Taylor Brittany's.
I'm looking that up because I don't understand the significance.
The card is called Monastery Swift Spear.
Monasteries.
Hence why Taylor Brittany. She's strong.
Yeah.
She's strong AF. And the deck that I get to put her into, I could never run her before because that deck is for Pauper, which is a commons only format. Well, she got reprinted at common. So that's changing my deck around entirely.
Very good.
Honestly, like, now I kind of want to get rid of the Thermo Alchemist and say fuck the Flame Breather and instead put in more shit like Temur Battle Rage. Just run Taylor Brittany's and Lava Runners.
Lots of free spells.
No, there aren't really any free spells in Pauper, but there's lots of really good 1 mana burn spells, 2 mana burn spells, and that's basically my bread and butter in this deck.
Well, there are plenty of free spells in Pauper. You just don't do anything unless you put more mana into them, so they're not truly free.
There we go. Undo. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Alright, and what was that city in the clouds or whatever? Otawara Sori City. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. I totally haven't moved on to other pages.
No, I know. I was more asking me than you. Okay, 4, discard it, return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. I don't like it. It's so expensive. And it's not going to get that much cheaper. I mean, I got Savelin, I got Kapala, and I got Thassa. Which, I mean, is enough to drop it down to 1, technically, but... Yeah, I'd rather just run Void Snare. Which I do. So...
Okay.
What are the flip lands for blue? Because if I'm dropping green... well, I do, we would definitely go up to 4 Mutavault then. Holy fuck. 7 listings as low as $1,550. Mutavault Champion promo.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
It does, but no thanks. I'll stick with the Grand Prix promo for $750.
I'm looking through the Lord of the Rings set for stuff that might be interesting for to you to pop for Pauper or something.
They should totally have printed a Merfolk Lord there.
Closest you get is the Nymph.
Ah, okay, adding those 2 in brings us up to 36. This is still not terrible. What other really good blue lands are there? Or colorless? Oh, wait, Cavern. I could do another Cavern of Souls also. Or probably not, because this bitch expensive. Yeah, I'm not buying another Cavern.
there's a very interesting creature in this set that has warped the sets it's legal in around it.
Okay.
Called Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay.
2 mana 1/1 with flash. When it enters the battlefield, and whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, deal 1 damage to any target, then amass 1.
Oh.
And because it has flash, you're pretty much guaranteed to, if anyone plays a draw spell, deal 1 damage to something, make a token. As long as it's in play, you keep drawing spells, I keep getting more powerful.
Yeah, I really like that. That's nice. And that you said that's common?
No, that's rare.
Oh.
It's warped the metagame around it.
Yeah, I would absolutely be running that in my mono red popper.
Well, it's black, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. It totally sounds like a red card.
But it is the most powerful card in the Magic, in the Lord of the Rings set that isn't called the One Ring.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. What is the One Ring?
The One Ring, 4 mana, legendary artifact, indestructible. When the One Ring enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring. Tap, put a burden counter on the One Ring, then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring.
Oh, wow.
A lot of decks use the One Ring. Funny enough, most of them use the One Ring for the protection from everything effect, more than the draw card. How many legendaries are in your Merfolk deck?
3.
3 different legendaries or 3 copies of a legendary?
4 copies, 3 legendaries.
Okay. There's a land from this particular set that's mono blue. Lets you scry. Pay 2 and scry. Yeah, reading it actually doesn't look all that great. It's from a cycle of lands that care about legendary creatures. I think the best 2 are the Grey Havens or the Great Hall of the Citadel. But the Grey Havens requires you to have a legendary creature in your graveyard to be good, and the Great Hall of the Citadel isn't great unless you're using its mana to cast legendary spells. So they don't really help you much. Alright, what else have we got? Oh, how about the Baldur's Gate expansion, since you were talking about that earlier?
Wait, what? There's a Baldur's Gate magic set.
Yep.
Yeah, there was several Dungeons and Dragons tie-ins as well.
No, I knew that I knew about that. I did not know the fucking... there was a Baldur's Gate specific magic set, though.
Yep, including some Planeswalkers. They've specifically said for the Universe Beyond stuff, they do not want to put make anything in the universe beyond stuff planeswalkers.
Okay.
Because, you know, they don't own the IP to any of those characters. So making one a canonical planeswalker just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, that makes
However,
perfect sense.
Baldur's Gate is a part of a part of
Yeah,
Hasbro.
exactly.
It's part of, and so they own the rights to that, so they can make certain characters planeswalkers if they feel they want to. But let me take a look through this. At the comments first, since that's what we were working with earlier. Alright, let's see. That's not a very good one. That one's more for Commander. Not a bad finisher, but probably not great.
Bro, I'm very tempted. This is $43 now because I just added 4 foil ghost quarters.
They reprinted Lightning Bolt.
Is it anything new? I still need a copy of it, but
No, it's Lightning Bolt. Artwork is a wizard casting a lightning bolt along what looks like a bridge towards a front gate.
oh, so it is new art. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Then I need a lot of it. Bro, you want to see one of my new favorite lands?
Sure.
Particularly because I pulled this version of it. It's on the stream in the camera.
That looks very,
Oh, Lair of the Hydras.
current.
The old D&D art, the D&D art promo.
Yeah. But for me and my Hydra collection, it's so fucking perfect.
That means you'd be interested in the new Hydras from the new sets.
Oh yes, absolutely. All of them. It's so hard to pick which lightning bolt is my pride and joy. We got the stained glass one. We got the textless players rewards promo. We got the textless whatever the other promo is. We got my own fucking sun-bleached ones. We got the fucking signed one. Well, the double signed one. And then we got the 2 completely fucking custom ones. And then we got the blacked out one. Like, I'm spoiled for choice here.
Let's see. I think there's one new Hydra in Wilds of Eldraine. But I have to find it first. Ah, yep, there it is. The Goose Mother.
Ha! 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 I love it.
It's a green-blue Hydra. With flying, because it's a goose.
Oh, Flying Hydra. I like that. I seem to remember you knocking you upside the head with one of those for a victory.
Yes, but you had to work to make that one fly.
True.
The Goose Mother enters the battlefield with X11 counters on it. When the Goose Mother enters the battlefield, create half X food tokens rounded up.
Ooh, I like that.
Whenever the Goose Mother attacks, you may sack a food if you do draw a card.
I like that a lot.
And she starts as a base 2/2. So she's X blue. She's X green blue. So she's actually however much mana you spend on her.
Oh, nice. Even if X is 0, still kicking ass. Got it. Maybe not like amazingly kicking ass, but still kicking ass.
So she's still a 2 mana 2/2 flyer that sack a food to draw a card when she attacks.
Yeah.
There's enough.
And in all honesty, 2 mana 2/2 flyer is already solid enough.
Yeah, and there's enough food in the set that it should be fine. Alright.
Yeah, 2 mana 2/2 flyer with upcast. Like, fuck everything else, once it's on the battlefield, but it's a 2 mana 2/2 flyer with upcast.
Yeah. So, you want to hear a list of walkers who've lost their sparks?
Yes.
Karn. Narset. Tyvar.
Who the fuck is Tyvar?
We ran into him in Kaldheim. He's an elf from Kaldheim.
Okay, yeah, no, that's one I'd never even fucking heard before. I do not know, sir.
Yep. Samet from Amonkhet.
Okay.
Calyx from Theros. You might not have heard of him depending on how much you paid attention to the last time we were at Theros.
The last time we were at Theros was the third time, right? The second time was when the Beautiful Lands got printed?
I don't remember. Calyx was created by the gods to find and drag Elspeth back to the underworld because she's supposed to be dead, and the gods of Theros don't take kindly to her not being dead. But since he's no longer a walker, he can't really go chasing Elspeth. Although the open path still exists, so maybe he can.
That is kind of funny, and I actually dig that story.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I did not know about him.
The gods of Theros are kind of assholes because they're the ones who killed Elspeth in the first place because they didn't want her turning her god-killing sword on
Not even the gods, but Heliod specifically, right?
Yeah, I think Heliod was the main one who killed, who had her killed. Kind of an asshole. Let's see. Nahiri lost her spark. Kiora lost her spark. Obnixless lost his spark.
Aww, I love Obnix.
He's stuck in gangster world. In 20s gangster world. So,
yep, New Capenna. The last pack that I bought was New Capenna.
Yep. And, the five families of New Capenna all want his head. So, he's not in for a very good time.
No, I'd say not.
Sarkon lost his.
Ah, my favorite walker.
Nisa lost hers.
Probably my favorite of the Oathwatch. Gatewatch.
Let's see. I think that's about it for the walkers that have lost their sparks.
So Lily and Beefcake still have theirs?
Who?
Lily and Beefcakes?
Gideon's dead.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah, Gideon's been dead for quite a while, actually. He died during the War of the Spark thing.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
Lily's still alive, but as far as everybody is concerned, Lily is a traitor. And,
I do remember that part. Okay.
what's her name? The ghost lady, Orshot chick.
Kaya.
Kaya. Yeah, Kaya was tasked with hunting down Liliana and removing her for being a traitor.
How about Chandra?
As far as I know, Chandra, I think, still has her spark.
What has she been up to lately?
Don't know.
So how long at this point has it been since we've seen the Gatewatch?
The Gatewatch really isn't a thing anymore. Not since the Phyraxian invasion basically took most of them out.
Okay. So so Gideon died, Lily was a traitor, and so it was just left to the other three, and then New Phyrexia came back and attacked and smacked back the mass crap that those...
They accepted some other people in. Kaya, Teferi, but let's see, out of the original gang, Misa doesn't have a spark anymore. She was completed by the Phyraxians, and then they managed to heal her, but she lost her spark during it. So Ajani was fixed from being a Phyraxian agent, but he got to keep his spark because Karn lost his during it. So currently there's Kaya, Ajani, Teferi doesn't have a spark anymore. Chandra? And I think that's it for the Gatewatch. I think those are the only three members of the Gatewatch who still have sparks.
And of those, Chandra is the only OG.
Yeah. Jace is missing in action. Liliana is hiding on Harry Potter World.
Wait, did you say Harry Potter World?
Yes, Strixhaven, Harry Potter World.
Okay.
That's what I've been calling it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. At first I thought you were referring to an actual Harry Potter crossover set, in which case, oh my fucking god. But, no, it makes sense as a title for Strixhaven. But, also interesting that that's where she is. Like, when we were talking about her earlier, I did not know that she ended up in Strixhaven. Does that mean that she's in the books?
Her last card printing was in Strixhaven, where she was a teacher.
Oh, she's a teacher! Interesting.
Let me see if I can bring up that card so you can look it up. Professor Onyx. I do not know if she kept her spark. We haven't heard from her.
When you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay, Splash Black and Storm, heard. You lose 1 life, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Okay, Splash Back and Storm, heard. -3. Each opponent sacks a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. Okay, Anti-Boggles, heard. Each opponent may discard a card. They don't lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. Dang!
She isn't saying any play whatsoever. Well, not much play at least. But it is interesting to see where she's at.
Right? And no, it doesn't surprise me. She's 6 mana, she's 5 loyalty. Like, she's got some cool abilities and some cool things, but there are better reasons for Storm to have splashed black. Like, she's not fucking doing it. That was just me joking.
Oh, yeah. So, there's an interesting death that happened in, March of the Machines.
Oh, yeah? Who dat?
Tybalt.
Oh. Okay. So, what happened?
Tybalt was completed as a Phyrexian, and then the elf guy you didn't recognize from Kaldheim killed him off screen. He didn't even get a fucking card.
Womp womp. Like, that's all I got to say about that.
I mean, he was his last appearance, he was actually ramping up to be an interesting threat, an interesting new threat. And then they're like, you thought we were gonna do that. You're a bunch of fools. Kill him off screen by a character who we barely know anything about.
Yeah.
Also, you barely get to see his new Phyrexian design. It's such a waste.
Yeah, that sounds like Hasbro. You know, I wonder if they even actually have a brother. Come on, I should get a groan or something for that. That was easily the best, worst joke ever.
Oh, God fucking damn it.
God didn't fucking damn it, the beavers did.
That. Reconnect. My internet's doing this thing of like, oh, this reputable site is trying to steal your data. We're blocking your connection. I've had to do that to fucking YouTube. It's bullshit.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, they are, but they're not stealing it. We want that service. I need 2 more.
There we go. What's up?
I need 2 more dragons on the main side. One in the east and one in the north. Which one do you want to tackle?
When do they have to be done?
No particular rush.
Okay.
Like, they're not actually by any means intended to be part of this campaign, but I do want to know about them because, they, you know, depending on where y'all end up running around and going, there might be like flybys or something like that. They might come into like story, but you're not like going after them or anything.
Okay.
I just most of the dragons that we've already built for Galil are on other sides. So
how dragon-like can these do these dragons need to be?
What are you thinking?
I'm just asking because I know you said something about like the only real, not all of the dragons. The only real dragons were going to be the guardian dragons. These others are sort of lesser dragons. And so how dragon are these guys going to actually kind of be?
No, we can just, like, they can be proper dragons. One of them, I mean, you can do, like, ancient or great worm.
Okay. That's a couple ideas then. I mean, I have two tiny dragons already built, basically.
Okay, where do you want them?
Nowhere. I'm not entirely certain if I want to actually use them for Galil.
Oh, okay.
Haven't decided. By tiny, I mean they're like human-sized.
What size is like a whelpling?
It depends on the color, but mostly golds and reds hatch at medium-sized creatures, and they're the biggest.
Yeah, that sounds really fucking large for, like, out the fucking egg. Like,
they are the biggest, but they're also the biggest kind of dragon, so... the rest hatch at small except for whites. Whites hatch at tiny. The whites are about the size of a cat.
See, honestly, that's more what I would expect. Like, they grow super quick, but they come out of the egg kind of small, unless the eggs are fucking huge. I just don't picture dragon eggs that big. Like, literally the size of a human.
Oh, Camio's dead, by the way.
Who is?
Camio.
Oh, okay. What happened to her?
The Phyrexians completed her, and then the current Empress of Kamigawa killed her to protect Kamigawa.
Huh.
So yeah, the Wandering Emperor, the Empress of the Wandering Emperor of Kamigawa, lost her spark as well. So she's very happy that she lost her spark. Because her spark was kind of a pain in the ass for her to deal with.
What do you know about the upcoming sets? When are we most likely to see Merfolk?
Well, Return to Ixalan, but there's not very many. The Return to Ixalan, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, I think is what it's called, is probably the next spot to see Merfolk. But we don't have very many cards spoiled for that right now. It's only got maybe 7.
Well, I'm gonna go take a look. What's it called again?
Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Kellen, Daring Traveler, 2 mana legendary Human Fairy Scout, 2/3, with Journey On for 1 green, which is an adventure. Create X map tokens, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who control an artifact.
Interesting thing about Kellen, he's native to Fairy Tale Bookland, Eldraine, and he's blessed by the Fae, which is why he's a fairy.
Oh, okay.
A human fairy.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about the human fairy there, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Whenever Kellen, Daring Traveler attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card with mana value 3 or less, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. So it's a draw, or either goes back on the top or into your graveyard. I like the choices there. That's a pretty solid card right there.
Yep.
Mana Crypt, 0 mana artifact. Beginning of
Yep, they are reprinting.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep, reprinting Mana Crypt.
When was the last time they actually had flip on a card that they print? Like, oh hey, reprinting Lord of Atlantis.
Yep, we mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, that's right. And the Cavern of Souls. That's
Yep,
okay.
also
I
mentioned
like
that earlier.
that art. That's cool.
All the arts?
Well, the Cavern of Souls art. And that coercive portal looks fucking badass.
Oh, there's more arts to Cavern of Souls than that.
I figured. There's like 32 arts to every fucking card now. And that's another thing that I hate about it. Like, there's just too goddamn many. It takes too long to find yours to know the value. I'm so glad I ended my fucking attempt at running a TCG player store before all of this shit happened, because I would just fucking shoot somebody.
Yep.
Ha! Oh, I really like that, actually. Reading Coercive Portal? Yeah, that sounds pretty badass.
The basic lands are pretty cool looking once you get to them. Because they're done up like travel posters that you'd see in a travel agency.
Oh, they have Ian Malcolm in? What?
Oh, yep, they're doing a Universe versus Beyond tie-in at Jurassic Park. So there'll be like a handful of Jurassic Park cards in like a supplemental set released at the same time.
Which I'm guessing is also this Indominus Rex Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, no, those are fucking amazing.
What?
These basics.
Oh, yeah.
I want 100 foils of each of them.
The whole done in like a travel log poster that you'd see in a travel company.
Yeah, I want 100 foils of each of them. Like, that's fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So Magic the Gathering did something recently that they've never done before.
What's that?
They have given us a complete timeline of all releases until the end of third quarter of 2024.
Alright, I'm just gonna take a wild stab at how many items are on that list. Okay, you said until Q3 of 2024. Is it through early Q3 or end of Q3?
End of Q3.
Two sets a month.
Oh no, we're way beyond that, bro. We are way beyond that. So basically 1 year. I'm gonna call it... Let's go 45. 45 items on that list.
No. So we have Wild Zil Drain. Then we have Lost Caverns of Ixalan, which we're looking at now. And then the items on the schedule start after Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Okay.
So we have quarter 1, 3 releases. Quarter 2, 2 releases. Quarter 3, 3 releases. Out of those, you have 3 sets that are actually full sets. For like a standard. So in quarter 1, we have Ravnica Remastered.
Okay. That I'm excited about. I fucking love Ravnica.
Which is a bunch of, it's effectively reprints of, like, things throughout the history of the Ravnica sets that we've went through.
Also means that Shocklands are about to drop in value.
Well, yeah, probably. One of the 2 cards they've shown on the spoiler is a retro art hollowed fountain.
Oh, okay. I love Hallowed Fountain. I love the Shockland. And that actually confirms that, yes, Shocklands are going down in value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the pre-8th edition card frame.
Nice. Okay. Back.
And then next up after that is Murders at Karlov Manor. Which is a short Universes Beyond, it's a short set that will have a Universes Beyond Clue edition. Because it's basically, a whodunit murder mystery in Ravnica.
Okay. I don't hate it, but now that those cards are standard legal, but they're not a full standard set, correct?
Yeah, they'll be small. I don't think they'll be standard legal though. I think they're more modern legal because they're not a part of the normal releases.
Okay, and I guess if we're only talking sets, then of course, yeah, my guess was way off. If we're talking about releases, individual products, because sets doesn't include the fucking the battle decks or the commander sets or the fucking, you know, all of that type of shit. I thought you were talking about a complete timeline.
No, this is I can't say for like little tiny micro things they do, but like the next thing after Murders at Karlov Manor is Fallout Commander decks. Which they haven't released any info on, and just Fallout series in Magic. It's a Universes Beyond project. Whatever. The next full set. How do you like Westerns?
I can take them or leave them.
Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is a cool-ass fucking name.
Let me show you the promo art. Let me send you the promo art for it real quick. Well, I just have to load up Discord.
Wait, apparently we're going back to Tarkir. Late 2023. It says that Lost Caverns of Ixalan, November 17th, 2023. Khans of Tarkir, late 2023.
Okay, I put an image in Discord.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking cool.
Can you tell who that guy is on the front?
No.
The one with the knives?
No.
You don't recognize him?
I do feel like I should.
He's a menace. He's a menace. He's been banned in every format. Basically every format.
Is that Jace?
He makes elks.
Fuck, I owned one. I pulled him in the pre-release. I tried to play him and it didn't fucking work. And then I tried to force him in fish and it didn't fucking work.
Yep, Oko, Thief of Crowns.
That's the one!
Mm-hmm. Oko has taken an omen path and ended up in Wild West, in the Wild West world.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with this. This sounds pretty fucking cool.
It'll be pretty funny to watch. Then we have Modern Horizons 3. Then a Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond.
Oh my god, with all of the...
And then after that, in Q3, we have Bloomaboro, which is a new plane for the main for the standard. And Bloomaboro is you know those like.
I'm looking at a thing of it right now that I see a big ass fucking fire wolf against a little ass fucking mouse with a sword.
Yeah, Red Wall, I think, was the book series. The one where there are no humans, it's all animals and the like.
No, don't know nothing about it, but cool. No humans sounds like a winning start to me. Oh my god. I just saw the words new MTG My Little Pony crossover announced.
What? Wait, really?
Yep.
Alright, let's take a look. Wildable Drain, the Doctor Who one, Caverns, the 2024, setup, Outlaws Junction, Assassin's Creed, Modern Horizons, Balloon Barrow. Innistrad Remastered, Final Fantasy.
Oh my god! Jesus fucking shitball Christ on a stick. What have they not collabed with? I mean, do you...
Okay, yep, looks like we are slated to go back to the Tarkir. After Bloom Barrow, there's Duskmourn House of Horror. Then there's Innistrad Remastered, Final Fantasy, Codename Tennis, and Codename Ultimate. And Ultimate is set to go back to Tarkir.
Well, those timelines do not line up.
So sometime 2025, we'll be back to Tarkir.
That's interesting because it does say Khans of Tarkir late 2023 here. I don't know how old this is though. Oh, this was 9 days ago. Or maybe 5, no, yeah, 9 days ago.
Updated 9 days ago or posted 9 days ago?
I don't know. It's just the date, 19 September 23.
got, on the one I'm looking at, 2025 is when, Codename Tennis scheduled to release early first quarter 2025, and then after Codename Tennis is Codename Ultimate for Cartier.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be mid 2025. And then we're going back to Morrowind, probably late 2025.
Does that excite you? I know you love Lorwyn.
I love the look of Morrowind. We'll see how it goes.
Right?
I don't have great hopes that this will go very well.
I have great hopes that it's gonna fuck a lot of shit up. Because Lorwyn does that.
Okay. Then we go back to Strixhaven in 2026. And then we wrap up the storyline for that starts in Wilds of Eldraine right after that. And that's the last entry they have on this. Codename Ziplining.
Ziplining. That's a cool word. Not as good as defenestration, but...
Return to Strixhaven is codename Yachting.
Ha! 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 Where was Kevin for that, goddammit? He needs to buy Strixhaven.yachts now.
Then, Return to Lorwyn is codename Wrestling. Then we have a science fiction space opera theme set, which is codename Volleyball.
Science fiction space opera. Okay.
Codename Tennis is a death race, between three multiverses, between three planes. So
Okay, now that one sounds interesting.
Yeah. It taps into a lot of racing genre, and so you're looking at a lot of vehicles. That set being vehicle heavy.
Mm-hmm.
What three planes it doesn't say, but I can make some guesses. All told, how my opinion of how all this is going to shape up is really going to solidify, I think, when Outlaws of Thunder Junction come up and how they handle westerns.
You think that's a break point? What do you think that's going to do for him? Or do to them, I should say.
Barring the universes beyond, they really haven't done anything that isn't fantasy or fantasy adjacent. Western is about as far away from fantasy as you can get. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that. Because I can see that being very easy for them to fuck up.
In what way? Like, what way do you think that they... Because they probably will fuck something up. So, like, and there's any number of different ways in which... That's what I'm saying, like, how? How do you think they're going to fuck it up?
I don't know, but out of all the ones I've seen so far, that would be, I think, my first worry of them fucking up just on the, subject matter and theme.
And, I mean, to be fair, they kind of have been fucking up on subject matter and theme, like, almost ritualistically with every fucking thing that they put out lately. So, I don't think we're both looking at that in the same way, but I get what you're saying.
From what I've heard, I'm not a big fan of the universes beyond things, but from what I've heard of people who are, and are a fan of the series that they are doing these extra card sets for, they've been very, very good at being faithful to the subject matter and not really messing anything up. They keep everything seems to be going very well for their design process for their Universe Beyond stuff. Which means they have a good chance of being okay. But Westerns are a big departure, and this is not Universe Beyond, which means they don't have something to already guide them through this.
But I'm also saying, like, it's just another plane.
True. Oh. I wonder, is there...
Go ahead.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, shit, yeah, it is. Almost 3 here.
Okay. I'm gonna head to bed. I have to wake up at like 7 to get ready for work and head into leave for a couple minutes at 8. So.
Alrighty, bud. You have a great night. Thank you for joining.
When are we doing the game?
8 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. your time.
6? Okay. I might want to jump on a little early.
I would prefer everyone be about half an hour early just so that there's time to, you know, shoot the shit and get everyone gathered and in the right channels and get everything live before we actually start. If we can actually start at fucking 8, that would be brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to have to level my character up, because he's not level... he's still level 1, I think.
You're going to 3.
Yeah.
And then, so do it in the Wanderer's Guide app, unlock all of the books, and also the free archetype variants. When, if you look at the stream, it'll show you what it should look like. And those are on the home page of your, like, where your character's name is. Not the home page of the app, but the home page of the character. And then go ahead and take yourself up to 3, and then put that into Foundry, and then add on, like, your lore for the new Dragon Gods. Or whatever you chose to take for that, if it's more specific or if it's just Lake Room, whatever. And then...
Why this character?
And do you,
I don't think I have a character built in this one.
give me just a second. I will send you your level 1, and then you can just upgrade it.
Okay, well, as long as I have a link in Discord I can click on, that should be fine. I can get to it from there.
The .guide care is the one that you can import into Wanderer's Guide, and then the character sheet is a PDF. And then also, just so you have all of the images as well.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
And then,
So I'm looking for,
go ahead, you're looking for... Oh, looking for the to-go button, I guess. Steve, are you actually here? For those of y'all in the audience, thank you so very much for hanging. As always, I have been Rick. You've been on the mountain. It has been a wonderful time. I will see y'all again tonight on Dragon Memories TTV on both Twitch and YouTube. Welcome back, Ben. And in the meanwhile, thank you. Keep kicking ass, 'cause you